And we are back with another episode of Socratic Gamers. Back with Sid and BJ. Yeah, we're just gonna get this party started. We were talking right before we went online about spoilers. So, are you cool with movie spoilers? I liked what you said there, so I just like to reiterate. And for the record, so in case you're like, "Oh, he spoiler alerted me," I'm like, no, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care for it. I like to know the summary of a movie before I even go watch it.
For sure, yeah.
Just to see the plot is what makes me watch a movie, and if it's not a good story, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Okay, so did you buy a bike?
No, I just stole it.
Oh, okay, so. Cool. All right, so check this out. So I was actually writing this article right before you were like, oh, now? And I'm like, oh, damn, all right, cool. So I like quickly wrote down my ideas and like I'm just going to finish it later. But I was watching, wait, what are we going to do in this mission? The motorcycle gang. Yeah, hold on. Whoever's listening, quick pause as I set up the motorcycle gang. Motorcycle club. Start motorcycle club. Yes, I would like to. I'll invite. Find prospects. Sydney. Perfect. All right, I sent it. All right, so yeah, so I just watched the Wonder Woman movie, not the actual like DC movie, but like the Wonder Woman documentary kind of thing, like the person who invented is good. I just want to get your take on it. So quick backstory: he was a Harvard professor. He fell in love with this one girl, his student, but he already had a wife, and then they kind of got outed, and then he lost his job, and then they invented the lie detector. So it's kind of ironic that the inventor of the lie detector was actually the inventor of Wonder Woman, because Wonder Woman has the lasso that tells the truth.
Yeah.
All right. So the crazy part is that like, he was really into like kinky sexual bondage. So like he was really into like pathologies, like things that we would say are not very good back in those days. So he was really into bondage, and that's why Wonder Woman actually she dresses like a bondage person. That's why she ties people up and stuff. He was actually like inserting sexual psychological references into the comic book, and like the whole movie was about like him being interviewed for it, like to see if they were going to shut down Wonder Woman or not. Okay. Yeah, it was crazy movie. Yeah, it was crazy because now we watch, it's all about women's rights and like, you know, feminism, all that stuff, and it's like actually that movie he was really into like kinky sex, and
yeah,
you know what I mean? And it's like, dang, like
how popular was that at the time?
Oh, it became super popular until people started to be like, okay, this is a little raunchy, and then they had like book burnings of it. Like they started to burn like the comic book. Allegedly.
So you're saying the comic book is the reason why people got into the
kinkiness?
The rope. Yeah.
No. I'm just saying that like he exercised, like, and they're like, oh, don't you think this is like suggestive? And he's like, no, it's just like, and he's like he's creating excuses, you know what I'm saying, to like brush it off. But like,
yeah,
when you saw the movie, you're like, oh, okay, he's just like, he's trying to exercise his like weird psychology of like sexuality and stuff. So like, so what I'm really trying to allude to here is like, it's interesting how everything is a pathology. You know what I mean? So like back then it was so bad. So okay, the whole premise of the movie is like, can you have polygamy, right? He loved his wife and he also loved his student, right? So then the three of them got married, and then like, not got married, like they lived together, they had children, they literally had children together, which was crazy. It was like
all three of them?
Yeah, all three of them. Like
there's like a family with two wives?
Yeah, exactly, a family with two wives. Okay. And it was
two mothers.
Two mothers, yeah. And then like, then people like found out about it, and like they started to get really pissed, and like he got outed, blah blah, and then that's why I went to court. But like, it's weird how back then that was a really bad thing, and they got super shamed for it, especially like when they got found out for their like bondage stuff. What, like they got like like the neighbor came in and then she saw it and then she's like, oh my god, this is crazy. And then like after that they had a falling out. Like it just like went all downhill from there, right? But it's weird how like back then all of that stuff was like seen as terrible, but then now it's like, hey man, whatever you into. You know what I mean? Like lesbianism was like, it wasn't a guy with two wives. It was like they all three of them loved each other equally.
Interesting.
So like,
Well, some people have that.
for sure,
you know?
for sure. Like I guess they were all bi. Like, he wasn't bi because he had two girls, but like the two girls were bi.
Okay.
You know. But then with the evolution of like, well, what's up?
Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, but
don't
like,
know.
but what I'm trying to say is like during that time, it was seen as like a horrible thing, right? Because like the movie depicted that. But like, if you look at it now, like that stuff's like LGBT, all that stuff, inclusivity, like we're becoming so so liberal, so open now, you know. And I just want to get your take on that. Like, do you think that that's a good thing, bad thing? Like, how do you feel about that?
I don't feel anything for it.
It's just like it is what it is, eh?
Yeah,
But like,
for me, it's like it was
for sure. But
out of my hand. So
totally. It's like whatever they want to do, right? But like what I'm saying is like it's that's where the pathology comes in. Because like, what is pathology, right? People are like, oh, that's sick and twisted. But then like now it's not sick and twisted. So it's like we're gonna come to a point where we realize that anything that people think or do is not sick and twisted. It's just nature. You know, we're trying to regulate ourselves in some way. You know.
Yeah. Well, it's just within society.
Yeah, it's quote unquote society.
That's why it's always. Yeah. There you go. Add
Yeah,
the
right.
quotations. Yes.
But so like it's like we'll never have a civilized society like until we address the fact that we are just a part of nature and stop trying to be separate from nature. Then we're gonna keep having like these sicknesses. It's like you know when like people who are homosexual, they're being like they like self-hate themselves because they're like, oh, why am I gay, and like blah blah blah, and it's like that's not a problem.
I don't know about now.
I don't know about now, but yeah, for sure.
In the past, yes, because they were being discriminated against.
Exactly. And now it's like,
Yeah.
so if being gay back then was a pathology, then is it a pathology now? Well, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. It's like, it's all pathology. Like, all mind is
Yeah.
pathology.
Yeah, I get where you're trying to go with this.
You know what I mean? Like, but I
get
find
that.
that's a weird, like, well, do you ever see a potential for it, like, potentially changing, or it should
always
it even
changes.
change?
That's
For
the
sure,
thing.
for sure. Yeah.
It always changes to the times.
To the times, yeah, agreed. It's gonna be
So it's
interesting.
always adapting to what it has, what's around.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I just
Yeah.
messed up. Yeah, keep going.
It always goes with that. It's not a lot of people were aware at the time about homosexuality, so
Yeah.
that's why it was the unknown. It was like, what's going on,
Oh, that's interesting. The unknown. Yeah, that's what really people are afraid of. They're like, oh,
right? And then after that, it was just now it's a lot of people are, with the internet, a lot of them are starting to connect, so you see that you're not alone anymore.
for sure,
And
for
that
sure.
built the awareness, and then once the awareness was built, they fought. They're fighting for their equality and their rights, and they did well.
Yeah,
you know?
totally.
And they're still fighting for more, right? It's because some people still feel that they're still discriminated against.
Yeah, for sure. Do you think it's gonna be interesting when when we introduce like robots into this, and then it's like if somebody falls in love with a
Almost.
robot, if somebody falls in love with a robot, and then it's gonna be like do you accept robot marriage? You know what I mean? I feel like we as a species have not figured ourselves out enough that we'll run into these problems forever, until we address the fact that like us ourselves are sick. Anything that we think of is essentially sick. Or maybe it's not sick. Who knows? No, no, no. Well, they classify it as being sick. You know what I mean? Like, you're sick and twisted. You know?
Well, to that person, you know.
For sure, for sure.
Who's telling you you're sick and twisted, right?
That's
Which
true.
rules are you? What rules are you trying to abide by?
That's true, man. It's really just about like rules. You're right, actually. Like, you know, like in Europe, marijuana's legal, but then here it's not legal. So it's like, okay, so are you a drug dealer here but not there? That makes no sense. Like, it's just the only difference is just like land.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, what are rules? What is? Yeah. Oh, you were saying, yeah.
Yeah. We don't know what it is. It was people in power, you know, and you know, like, it's not going to do much. Well, maybe it is. It's starting to. They made some. Oh, sorry. They made movement towards changing. You know, like they're making small improvements.
Yeah.
Yeah, and adjustments to what the people want.
Totally, yeah.
And it's like a lot of people get very impatient when it's in the process, but knowing that when you're trying to implement change in something like a government or changing a rule of society, it's going to take a very long time because there's so much things to address, and there's not, like, with change you can't just automatically just dramatically change some things just like that. It has to be slowly progressed,
For sure.
so that there's a more chance of it to be
Sticking?
successful.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you.
Because if you rush into it and try to just do it right away, there's going to be so many problems. It's going to
totally,
be
yeah.
it's going to be too much gray, and that's what you don't want.
Yeah, totally. I agree with you. Yeah. So you know, I'm pretty sure this is the Sith mantra. It's nothing is wrong, everything is permitted. So it's like that almost seems more correct than the Jedi Order, where they're trying to control everything. You know what I mean? It's like Jedi are ultimately like analogies for society. You know, like one's very conservative and one's very liberal, and it's like is one way better than the other way, you know? And can you even be both, actually, if you think about it? Because, like, how can you be conservative liberal? It's like you're picking and choosing.
That's what you do.
Pick and choose? Yeah, according to yourself, right?
Pick
Yeah,
and choose.
for sure.
Pick and
Yeah.
choose, but are you more liberal or are you more conservative? You know, that's what the difference is. You know?
Totally.
What's more of your beliefs lean towards?
True.
Like
Yeah, continue.
That's why you're always going to be both. It's just which one's more dominant.
Totally. I feel like the Jedi thing and the conservative viewpoint of the Jedi is like order, you know, and then the Sith is about chaos. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
it's like, do we live in a system? But that's why it's like you can't really be both, though. How can you be order and chaos? The second you accept any form of chaos, you're not order. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. So that's why the Jedi and the Sith are complete opposing like ends of the spectrum. You know? So it's like
within chaos. So the Sith just live in it.
In chaos.
Know?
Yeah.
They're just living in the chaos.
Everything's permitted.
Where the Jedi is the one that's trying to control chaos.
Exactly, the restraining. You must abide by these rules. Anakin Skywalker couldn't marry Padme, blah blah blah. You know, because it's like
those are the two. Like, but in reality, can you really control chaos? Right? There's always gonna be chaos, no matter what.
That's very true. So
it's just like
you're fighting losing
I guess
battle?
controlling them. No, not like you're just controlling the chaos within themselves, which is the Jedi. They're controlling the chaos within themselves.
I see what you're saying. Yep. I get you.
And then once they go through that, then that's why they become that master, that they can share it upon the others. because
True.
they have mastered themselves.
True. Okay.
To control within the chaos.
Okay, so maybe it's not really trying to control chaos, because I was thinking like in terms of chaos and order, it's sort of like if you run off impulse, then you'll succumb to chaos and order. Like these two things don't actually exist when you're able to observe the mind, you know, because then you're not being ruled by impulse, you know.
So what is it? So if it's not controlling,
maybe it's not
chaos,
controlling it.
I don't
know. Maybe it's like like, I hate to use the term like awakening to chaos, but like you're just observing it. You're becoming like aware of, you know.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, just a moment.
Yeah, for sure. So as he pauses that, I'll just talk a little bit about Star Wars, because Star Wars is pretty awesome. You should watch it. The last movie was sick. New movie's coming out. The interim movie was it was alright. It's not bad, but I feel like Star Wars: The Force Awakens is probably the best one I've seen. Episode 1 was pretty cool, but a lot of people didn't seem to like that. What else? Let's see what we want to do. Do we want to do Torched? Do we want to do Weapon of Choice? Or do we want to do Guns for Hire? I did kind of like Torched. Probably do that again. Or Sydney will probably not want to do that. So we'll probably have to do Guns for Hire. I'll accept Guns for Hire. Dun-dun. So yeah, if you decide to watch the Wonder Woman movie, get ready for some intenseness, because it's pretty intense. There's a lot of weird. No, I wouldn't say it's weird, because like we said, everything's permitted. Like it's all pathological, anyways. Yeah, there's a lot of weird sexuality. Oh, it sounds like he's back.
All right, I'm back.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Cool. So what were we talking about? We're talking about impulse and awakening to the order. Awakening to order. So it's like maybe that's the combination of the two. It's like maybe actually that is the combination of the two. When you become aware of your impulses, you choose. Because we're like, oh, you have to be a little bit of both, right? So it's like that's ultimately talking about choice, right? Right? That could be it. Right? Because it's like at that point you're like,
choice?
Not if you're running off impulse. You have no choice. Because in that situation, you're like, you know what I'm saying? Because like you're just
the dark
running.
side? Is that what we're saying right now? The dark side runs off of impulse?
No. I was saying that the Jedi and the Sith both work off of impulse. That's why, because like some of the things that, so like the Jedi are so impulsively like, I must follow the order, I must follow the code. You know what I'm saying? And then like the Sith are also like, I must follow the order, I must follow the code. But then as soon as you start thinking like, dude, this is kind of ridiculous. Why are we following the code? Then you pull an Anakin Skywalker and then you choose what you want to do. Except he went completely evil at the end, so that was a little whack. But
well, he saw that the light was not his way, so he went the other one.
Totally. Yeah, I think it'd be really cool if you see like in the new Star Wars, if like she chooses both good and evil. You know, if you watch the Clone Wars,
that's why we need to see about what's going on with Luke Skywalker.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, maybe he like we don't know what happened in that interim. Yeah, for totally. If you watch the Clone Wars, Yoda alludes to going gray. You know, like don't stick to one side necessarily. You know. Actually, there's also this theory that not theory, but like if you analyze it more accurately, Qui-Gon Jinn was actually turning evil because like he started to go against the order. You know what I mean?
He was going against the order. His actions were going against the order sometimes.
Yeah, totally. So he's like,
wasn't he known for that?
Being like a rebel.
Yeah, like he
for sure, yeah. And him and Yoda have like a who?
Who else is there? It's
Obi-Wan.
The purple.
Oh, Mace Windu.
Mace Windu was also gray.
Yeah, that's true.
It's because his fighting style was very, very aggressive in nature.
Oh, I see. Oh, whoa, what's going on?
That's what I read about Mace Windu.
Oh, interesting. So do you like Star Wars? Did you like the Force
I love
Awakens?
Star Wars.
I know, eh? You know, it's like written based off of the Vedas and stuff. Like all of this spiritual understanding.
I'm talking to someone. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Uh, so like all of this like spiritual understanding and wisdom was based off of like yogic knowledge. It was based off the yogis and the samurai, which is quite interesting.
Which was
The
Star Wars?
Yeah, Star Wars. The whole like philosophy of it, the whole philosophy behind it, was based off of uh, oops,
Yoga.
yoga and
And
martial arts.
samurai.
Yeah, which is cool.
Really?
Yeah,
Did,
yeah.
did George Lucas say that?
Yeah, yeah. He took his philosophies from the Vedas.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. He was. That's where he said his two major inspirations were the samurai and the yogic philosophy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's sick. I did not know that.
Yeah, 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 totally, totally. That's what I was saying before. Like, being the Jedi is like if you study martial arts and yoga, because then you've combined both, which is like originally how it was. Like Arjuna being a warrior, you know. I almost feel like because they say like a yoga was created by Arjuna, who was a warrior. It all begins and ends with like death, you know. Like I know we always say this, but like it's like we forget, you know. But we forget that Arjuna was like constantly bombarded by death. He was on the battlefield, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, it's like that in
But
itself.
wasn't that whole story in like, if you think about it in a time lapse, it was probably like 5 minutes, maybe less.
Oh, for sure, yeah, 100%. Yeah, no. That was like, did you get hit?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it was. I'm sure the war was like longer, but like the actual experience of
His revelation.
yeah, for sure. It was just like that must have been like a second. I highly like. Obviously, he didn't have a conversation with Krishna and all that. Actually, you want something really interesting? So Krishna is a derivative of Shiva, okay, and Shiva is the god of death. So there you go. Again, another allusion to death.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like it's constantly written about, but it's something that we always like shy away from as a society in the West.
Oh,
Yeah. Well,
there you are. Okay.
yeah, I'm right behind you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always Death is where it all ends, and so
Yeah.
it begins.
Yeah, for sure. Well, what kind of weapons do you think we'll have in the future? I only bring this up because of we had like
No more weapons, man.
Oh, really? You think so?
No more.
Oh, you just want to put an end to the weapons?
Well, like, why do you need weapons to kill more of your own kind? Like, seriously.
That's true. Yeah. So you foresee
like
like world peace in the future?
I do not.
Oh,
I'm
so then
just saying.
we just need faster and faster ways to kill people. That's all it is. Oh my god, could you imagine if they introduced like they already do have chemical warfare, but could you imagine if we like start fighting with viruses? That's so much.
It's
Like,
money, man.
whoa.
It's all about economic war.
Oh, yeah,
now.
for sure. Totally. Yeah, stock markets and stuff. But I almost feel like somebody's probably thought of this, but like a nuclear bomb does way more devastation, and you can't reuse everything once a nuclear bomb goes off. You know what I mean? You can't like ransack the city or whatever. So like I feel like the best weapon would be like biological. You know?
Oh man.
You just think about them. Like it
What
seems
is
the
that,
most
like 20,
cost
28
effective.
days type of thing?
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie, but
Gosh. You haven't seen that movie?
no, is it good?
Nah.
Is it
okay,
free?
we'll change it to I Am Legend. Something like
Ooh.
I Am Legend.
Have you seen? Well, have you seen Contagion?
Which one?
Contagion, where like they all had like a virus and then it kept like spreading and then they all died.
No.
No, you haven't seen that? Oh, that's pretty freaky because it's like it's the enemy you can't see. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah. I Am Legend. That was a pretty good movie.
Something like that, eh? That's
Yeah,
some crazy stuff.
did you did you see World War Z?
Yeah, something like
Oh,
that too.
yeah, that was
Well,
honestly
I know
yeah.
I know I Am Legend was I thought the story was they're trying to create like stronger
Rabies.
soldiers.
Something like that. I know the virus was based off rabies, or was that World War Z?
Oh, I don't know. I think that's World War Z.
World War Z? Yeah. No, no, no. Maybe actually. I don't remember. Whatever. But yeah, yeah. Have you seen World War Z?
Yes,
That's probably
that was
honestly.
scary.
Oh, man, really? You found it scary?
Yeah,
Like, what was freaky about it?
great movie. It was a good movie. I like the movie.
Do you just not like zombies?
No, I hate the idea of zombies.
Oh, really? What is it about zombies that you? Because I remember we in high school we watched like Dawn of the Dead and stuff, and like you know what I mean? Like I honestly like probably my favorite like movies would probably be zombie movies.
Oh yeah, no, I hate them. They scare me.
Oh, is it
Because
because like
I think it's gonna it's possible. It's the closer thing to be possible.
the zombies?
Because like the World War Z thing. Yeah,
Okay.
that's definitely the most that like has the most chance of actually happening.
Really? Well, yeah,
Yeah.
actually, no, I agree with you. I agree with you. Some version of it. Like, I mean, I don't think the exact thing.
It's
would
not gonna be
happen.
zombies, but something's gonna happen. Like there's gonna be some virus that just
Like makes us
if we
go
go
crazy.
biological. If there's some biological warfare, it's gonna happen.
Totally, yeah, I agree with you. Huh? But I think, like personally, the reason why I like the zombie movies is because it's like you have a license to kill, and there's no like negative backlash to it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a free reign.
So you want like a Walking Dead thing going on?
No, because in Walking Dead, it's freaky because the humans are actually the scare. Oh, I feel like we're glitching. Yeah. So in what? Are we glitching?
Until the time ends.
Oh, okay. So all right, whatever.
Yeah.
So with the World War Z and so with the zombies and stuff, you have like a license to kill. In terms of like, wait, what did you said something about license to kill? Oh yeah, okay. Not Walking Dead because with the Walking Dead, humans are actually the freaky ones. Because I don't like that.
Because they're all trying to survive themselves.
Exactly. I preferred like Dawn of the Dead where they all work together. Like I feel like that would be a good example of.
But that's the.
Wait, wait, hold on, pause. Give me 1 second.
Uh-oh. Why? What's up?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh wait, hold on
No.
1 second.
Oh, okay, me, you too, because I'm gonna be on the phone also. Got a call.
And such is the problem of streaming live, even when you put your phone on silent. Oh wow, I feel like we're lagging. If anybody's watching this and they're like, you guys seem like you're lagging, I see it too. Let's just hope that this episode is not messed up because of the lagging. So that is one of the problems with even going on sleep mode, because when you go on sleep mode, people still tend to try and make their way to calling you, which is very difficult. Very difficult when you try and stream. Anyways, yeah, zombies are actually quite great, I think, because like with the zombies, you have the potential for working together. You know, like there's some possibility of what do you call this? Some possibility of world peace, I'd say. Yeah, because like you have like a common enemy, like the enemy of my enemy is my friend, kind of thing. You know. So yeah. Oh, looks like we won this mission. Wow, that's pretty good. We got $97,000. Too bad video game money's not real money. That would have been pretty sweet. Because if we had real money that is video game money, I don't know what I'd do.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Was it 97,000?
Yeah, it was like 60 something thousand.
Yeah, I was tripping myself out. I was like,
60,000.
how come that was so much money? But sweet, okay. I'll take it.
We should do that one more often.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah.
How did you get your stamina high? Oh yeah, okay. You bike a lot.
Oh,
You bike a lot, actually.
bike? Like
Your stats, your statistics.
Oh, I've never checked my own statistics in this game. I didn't know you could do that.
You hold down.
Oh, okay, cool. Hold on, wait, let me see. Down. Where's that? Oh, cool. So my stealth is at 1, flying, stamina is really high, shooting.
You can check mine.
also good. Driving is really good.
Yeah, your driving and everything is good. When we play like heist, supposedly like there's a stat that says like ninja for stealth.
Oh, that's cool. You get like a ninja rank?
I have no. Just what is there another one? No.
No, just well, hold on.
Okay, I'll just jump up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So what were we talking about?
Zombies.
Gray. No.
No,
Zombies.
no,
Oh yeah,
zombies. So like,
scare me.
I feel like if we had a zombie attack, we would have the potential for world peace because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. You know what I mean? Like that's why I like those movies.
Until there's a new enemy.
For sure, totally. Until
they become your enemy.
Exactly. Until we have you ever played the game Last of Us?
No.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. No.
Not fully.
I've seen people play.
Oh, it's such a great game.
I watched it. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we watched it.
I love that game because it's not about the zombies. It's about the the people interaction. There's a lot of times there where it's like the people ended up being way worse than the zombies because they capture you, try and eat you and stuff. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah. Well, when people, yeah.
I honestly don't think that would
survival,
happen.
Right?
Yeah, but I don't think that would happen. Like, I feel like if there was some sort of...
I don't know. I think it will.
Really? You think so?
I think people will start eating other people if there's no more animals.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
They're automatically eating other people. They don't care.
Yeah, true. But would you say that's like impulse driven, or would that be like... Because you know what I mean? Like, can you... I believe that you can actually transcend your own impulses. Because even if you had like your hunger and you're like, oh my god, eat this person, eat this person, eat this person, you'd be like, nah, I won't eat them. I'd rather just die. Like we hear tale of that all the time. But I guess you'd never really know, right? Until you're forced in that situation.
Mm-hmm. Yo, can we take a photo? Because I gotta head out.
Oh, okay, for sure. Yeah, all good.
Yeah.
That was a good short podcast. I liked it.
Well, we can go to your base, and then we can...
Okay, I like it.
Do it there.
Alright, you drive. So...
Oh, no, I'm in the bank.
Oh, okay.
I'm on my phone.
Can you get off really quick?
No, I can't. You gotta kick me off.
Boom. There we go. I didn't think that would actually work.
There you go.
That's funny.
There you go.
Yeah, so I guess to recap, don't be driven by impulses. Zombies will bring us together. Yeah.
No, they won't. I would be hiding.
You'd be hiding? You'd be so afraid?
I would be so afraid of them. If I'm alone, I'm like, I'm dead. I would accept my fate.
For sure. No, for sure. Yeah. That's game over. Let's take a picture against this ammunition. Yeah.
But if I was like with like people I know, like that can, hold themselves, it's like, okay, we should be okay.
For sure. Yeah, totally agree. Yeah. So, would you like to say anything as we end this? As I wait for this picture to get taken.
I am learning the ways of the gray.
The ways of the gray. I like it.
Gray.
Like, what do you mean by that? Learning the ways of the gray.
I accept both the light and the dark.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's all just human nature anyways. Right? right? You know what I mean? Like we,
And it's all about what you think is light and dark. So it's
for sure, totally. Again,
the-
perceptions, right? We,
yeah.
I was driving downtown with Vish, and I was like, "Oh my god, this looks so crazy." And then he's like, "I'm like, oh, this is so like against nature," and he's like, "Dude, that is nature." And I was like, "Oh,
That is nature."
I didn't even think about that one. You know, like all this metal and stuff. It is nature.
Yeah, exactly. It came from the earth, right? It's just a
Yeah.
different form. It's
Exactly.
been
Transformed,
yeah.
amalgamated.
Really, there you go. Do your thing.
It's the
Alchemy.
alchemist. Yeah, alchemist. Yeah, exactly. And we, as
Alchemy.
nature, created it. So there's nothing bad here.
That's right. The people that deal with metals are alchemists.
That's true, man. Any creative person is an alchemist. I think you're creating something.
Oh,
out
I
of
like
nothing.
that one better. I like that one.
All right, cool. We'll end it
Read
with
The
that.
Alchemist.
Yes, read The Alchemist. All right, man. Until next time.
All right.
Take
Later.
it easy. Peace.